Okay, I'm going to call to order the meeting of the Operations Oversight Committee. We have a quorum. Mr. Moore's back with us. And procedures for the teleconference meeting attendance under AB 2449.
I have to do the roll call.
You're going to do that.
Okay. This meeting is being conducted virtually and in person, so I will do a roll call of the trustees to confirm attendance. Ms. Ginsburg. Mr. Razzo.
Present.
Ms. Langton.
Aye. Oh, present. Sorry.
Mr. Rue.
Yes.
Ms. Fessler. Mr. Oakham.
Present.
Mr. Robbins. Mr. Moore.
Here.
Mr. Kehoe.
Present.
Chair Harris.
Present.
Staff participating in the meeting include Acting CEO Louis Lugo, AEOs JJ Popowich and Laura Guglielmo, Chief Counsel Stephen Rice. Other staff and managers participating include Kathy Delano, Chaturande, Iveta Brecco, Dmitry Katovich, Tatiana Bayer. Trustees, please use the raise your hand Zoom option to be placed in queue. At this time, we ask all meeting participants to mute your mics until you are ready to speak, and we may now proceed with the agenda. And we have a request from Trustee Moore under AB 2449, just cause due to illness. Mr. Moore, can you please confirm if there are any persons 18 years or older present at your location?
No one 18 years or older at my location.
Thank you. We will now proceed.
Thank you, Terry. That takes us to 3, approval of minutes. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the October 1st, 2025 meeting.
Second.
Terry?
Mr. Razzo,
Aye.
Ms. Langton, Mr. Moore,
Aye.
Chair Harris.
Aye.
The motion passes unanimously.
And now we're at 4, public comment. I have not received any information. Anyone wants to address the committee? So we'll go into 5 reports. First report is the operations briefing.
Good morning. It's still no, good afternoon.
Is it?
Chair Harris. We will stand for questions on the operations briefing, and then we have a presentation on our sole case management system. So if there are any questions for anything else in the operations briefing, we'll entertain those.
Looks like you got it.
All right. So with that, let me introduce the folks to my right. We have Kathy Delano, who's our Chief Information Technology Officer. And then we also have Dmitry Katovich, who is our section head over our core benefits processing, and Iveta Brecco, who is our one of our folks from our project management team. And so with that, I'll turn it over to Kathy and take it away.
Wonderful. Thank you. If we could go to slide 8, I think is the one we want to start with. So while we're waiting for the presentation, this section of the operations briefing, we are calling IT trends and transformations. And it's really an opportunity, time permitting, during the OOC, where we will talk about technology trends and then how we're using those trends to transform the business that we do. And so if we could go back just one slide. Okay, perfect. And so today we will be talking about case management. It is a trend in general, but it is definitely a trend at LACERA where we are able to measure and manage the work that we do in the context of a case. And so with that, I will turn the presentation over to Iveta Brecco. She's a senior project manager in the PMO of systems, and this is one of several projects that she manages. So next slide, and I'll turn it over to Iveta.
Okay, SOL is our case management system. SOL stands
One
for
second, your mic's not on. Okay,
It was on.
Now it is.
Now it's on. Okay. SOL is our case management system. SOL stands for solution. In 2023, we implemented several processes into case management, disability application, disability litigation, and appeals. And in December last year, we implemented first payment process, and I will be talking about first payment now. Do I need to say next slide? Next slide. Okay. So first payment is what exactly it says. It's a first payment that a retiree receives after their retirement process is complete. It starts with the application that member sends to us. Then the case is assigned to a case manager, a specialist in our benefits division, who performs account certification. Then we run calculations of the benefits several times, trial disbursement and final benefit. And then we calculate first payment, which is maybe different from regular payment every subsequent month. Next slide, please. I will highlight several automations and improvements that we introduced with the first payment case management process. Next slide, please. Account certification, that is a process that before case management was managed through the Excel spreadsheet. A specialist had to go through every detail of members' account, like look at their contributions, at their salaries, reciprocal records, everything, to record it in a spreadsheet to make sure all the details are accurate. With the case management, we introduced 50 automated flags that alert specialists about any discrepancies on the account that can affect benefit calculation, like missing salary, for example, or there is a reciprocal record and there is no reciprocal salary, things like that. The letter generation, we have now over 90 templates, 90, for automatic letters and email communications. That includes communication with the members and departments where they work. And also the reminder, follow-up emails and letters if we expect something from the member and we didn't receive it. Every step of the case processing is documented and this format is standardized. Everything is attached to the case, including certified documents like birth certificates, marriage certificates. And every event is also sent to Workspace. So if a call center specialist receives a call from a member, they know what to talk and how to talk about the state of the retirement application that members sent us. Payroll validation is another process that was managed through Excel spreadsheet before. And that includes we calculate benefit with the estimate, then we run our payroll trial, and then we run final calculation. And specialist was supposed to detect any discrepancies, any unusual circumstances that may affect the difference in payments. So now it is all automated. We have over 60 reasons that we programmed into case management that will alert specialists to look at the account. Maybe there is some new salary item received after termination date, or they have a bonus or something else happened that caused discrepancy in calculations. So, and a good thing about it is that if everything matches, there is no need to look at that account. It is seamless. And we have over 30% of those accounts that nobody needs to look at. They process, everything is accurate, we validated it, and it's all good. QA audits, we implemented automated workflow for QA audits. That means that some percentage of the cases go to our auditors to look at, and they also can pick individual accounts that they want to audit. So that improved accuracy a lot. And also payroll approvals. That's a process that was managed before through the emails. If benefit amount is large or case is very complex, supervisor was supposed to receive an email and then they will respond, it is approved, and it may go several levels up also through email. Now it is all a workflow, a managed process, and no payment will be disbursed unless all the checks are in place and all approvals are received. And finally, the dashboards. We have several dashboards for the specialists where they can see the case, everything that is assigned to them, all the cases, all the tasks that they need to complete. Also notifications, like for instance, if member decided to change the retirement date, there is automatic notification that goes to the specialist who manages the case, and they see it all on one dashboard. And the supervisors have, managers have a big picture view of everything that happens, all the cases in the pipeline, how many are carryovers from the past month to the next month, and they can very quickly react in case all of a sudden there is a spike in retirement applications, so they can assign new specialists to them. Next slide, please. So the result of all that automation that we did, moving things from manual Excel spreadsheet, email-led process to automated case management system resulted in a 33% reduction in processing time. So if before case management, it took a specialist 3 hours to process a case, now it is 2 hours, and that results in over 5,000 hours saving time per year. Next slide, please. And we talk about return on investment. That was very important consideration from the start of this process and the project. As you can see, we early in year 5 will break even, and after that we will start seeing savings. And by year 10 we'll have 43% return on investment. And that calculation was based on the average salary for LACERA specialist relative to one-time development cost that we invested and yearly subscription, licensing, and support cost. So, and these are only the tangible benefits that we can see. There is also a lot of intangible benefits. And next slide, please. So if you can see the accuracy improved greatly with this case management automated process. And look at the July and August, we achieved 100% accuracy in our cases. That means that first payment we sent to our member is correct, which is great. And that's not only that, it increases member satisfaction and also our employee satisfaction. And I will give it to Dmitry to talk about that part.
Next slide. Thank you, Vera. It is truly an honor to be here representing the Benefits Division and having the opportunity to share this remarkable achievement with you. Okay, I think we've kept you in suspense. Let's do next slide to show you this dashboard, okay? So for the longest, as Iveta was mentioned, first payments were managed manually in Excel. We had 20 people working in a shared file that lacked interactivity, templates, effective communication tools, and real-time monitoring. We actually had a staff member submit a note to us signed by their spouse asking us to excuse them from participating in first payments. This is how this process was. But so this is the first payment dashboard that the specialist sees. As Iveta mentioned, it has everything that the specialist wanted. And how did we get here is, well, it's thanks to everyone in this room. Also, of course, a special thanks to Ascentix, Maggie, and Alfred. So what we did is we developed a user-friendly tool designed specifically with our specialists in mind. To ensure it, we truly address our challenges, we engage staff directly asking them, what was it about payroll that was so burdened? Well, they told us it was, like we mentioned before, it wasn't interactive. It's an Excel. It doesn't talk to you. You talk to it, it doesn't talk to you. There's no communication, nothing's automated. And like Iveta mentioned, now everything is automated. We have templates, letters go out. All the communication is in this one dashboard. And to my surprise, the very specialist who I just mentioned, who struggled with this process, was actually the first one to volunteer and help us develop and refine this solution. So big shout out to them. Now our staff are empowered, they're enthusiastic about producing, protecting, and providing the promised benefit to our members. And next slide, please. And as management, my supervisors, management here, we can also have a manager dashboard that shows us everything that's going on within that payroll cycle. We know who's assigned what case, at what milestone they are. We know if there's going to be any surprises, and we can attack it and take action right away. So with this new management dashboard, it is easier than ever to fulfill LACERA's vision and uphold our commitment to excellence. Thank you.
Next slide.
Next slide.
Did you mention that people now look forward to payroll?
Well,
Okay.
we do. We have volunteers. They want us to train. They're like, can I please be trained on this process? It is I mean, I hope you can see my reaction. I am not joking. This has been the greatest thing ever at LACERA. I love it. I know our members love it. It's the communication between us, management, and the staff, the supervisors, and our members. It's so smooth. There's no surprises. Like Iveta was saying, if member services calls, they know what everything's going on. Everything's linked. They don't need to call us and be like, Dmitry, where are we in the process with this member? And then we have to open up the Excel. Hopefully it doesn't crash on us because 20 people are in it. Everything's linked, everything's there, everything's transparent. So I'm really happy, staff are happy, and we have a line asking to be trained. So right now we have 15 people trained, and our goal is to train the rest of them by the end of this year to get ready for the next March Madness.
And one detail I left out is that members actually can go on My LACERA and see status of their case in there. Yeah, they see the steps that were completed, where they are now in the process, and what is yet to be completed. So what's next? Case management phase 2, felony forfeiture. We're planning to actually deploy these cases this coming Friday. Next week. We don't have many of those, but this is important to have them in the system. Then we are working actively on death process for active members. We are drafting requirements, and we will be receiving from vendor statement of work, and we'll work on our project plan for that. It requires a lot of work from vendor and also LACERA, because communication between our system and case management is instant. Everything is, data is exchanged all the time. Then we'll move to death process for retired members and seamless survivor process, which is very manual right now. So that is a plan for phase 2, and we slated 5 phases, so it will take us a while to get there. Thank you. I think this is it. Right?
Yeah, thank you. I think now JJ wanted to make a few comments.
Yeah, so I just wanted to, congratulate the team for getting through this. What you may not know is we went live with this during actual March Madness. And it was a seamless process for the most part. And that is a tribute to the efforts on Kathy's team and the benefits team. Big shout out to Maggie Long, who I don't think is in the room right now, but who did a lot of the heavy lifting on setting the requirements for this and working with Dimitri's team to get what staff needed. It just was a very, very smooth process. We learned a lot from it. It's helped us develop a lot of skill sets in terms of doing requirements for future versions of SOL that we've talked about. And I can't underscore enough to tag on to everything that Dimitri said about the improvement. I don't think we can paint an accurate picture of how manual the process was before. The systems did all the calculation, right? Our system, our pension system did all the calculation, but the coordination, the letters that we sent out and everything like that was extremely manual and time intensive. And this has addressed, almost all of that. So a big thank you to the team for their efforts. I know our members appreciate it. They can see now, as Iveta said, where we are in the process. All you have to do is log on to My LACERA. You can see exactly what stage you're at. At some point in time, we'll try and figure out if that's reduced the number of calls we've gotten. Over time, we'll see that. And then the one thing that too, I don't think we mentioned is there's also a seamless process for involving member services. There's certain parts of the process in this stage where we reach a block where we can't move further. Let's say we don't have a birth certificate or we don't have a marriage certificate or something like that. First, they've automated all those letters and emails that go out to the members. But there's also stages where they tag in member services seamlessly to make phone calls out to remind members. And that's all coordinated through this system. So just a tremendous job, and I appreciate everybody who worked on it. Thank you.
Thanks, JJ.
And your support for us doing this.
Yeah.
Most
So-
important.
Yeah, definitely. Are there any questions
I was
about?
gonna say, anybody
SOL?
have any questions?
I have a question. When
I don't have a question. I have a comment.
Hang on, Mr. Moore. We'll get,
Okay.
you're up next.
Okay.
Go ahead.
timeline for phase
Do you want to take that?
Well, we are working right now, as I said, on statement of work. And we need to put together project plan. Our initial estimate for case management was 1 year for all 3 processes. But what happened is that we got all taste of the improvements that we can have. And users started bringing in more and more requirements. So it stretched over from 1 year to 2 years. So now we are having a little different approach for death for active members. We worked on detailed requirements, asked benefits division to bring everything, all their wish list, what they want to do. And we hope to have more accurate project plan this time. But we also need to coordinate with our development team because there's a lot of work need to be done on our side. We are going to be changing overnight programs into the real-time programs. So I cannot answer that question specifically, but we'll have better idea once we scope out everything.
And if I can jump in there too, it's a process improvement process. So it's not that we just duplicate what we have or duplicate what we thought we needed, but we go through an extensive review and actually work to try and improve the process. So that informs a lot of what that it was talking about in terms of, you know, changing the way the system works, you know, programming things differently than they were programmed. So it's a true process improvement.
So we'll come back and demo the active death, and then we'll have a clearer picture for retired death and seamless survivor. But we'll do it in the same forum in the OOC.
Mr. Moore, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to give all the staff big kudos because I love this kind of stuff. When I worked for the city, I was overseeing the 2 largest accounting departments in the city. And the thing that pleased everyone the most was when we made process improvements that improved everybody's life and work environment and also made the outcomes better in delivering services. So, you know, I hope this exercise leads to a lot more of those kind of initiatives internally.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, Mr. Moore. And I agree. I'm just glad we have so many members of the full board here to hear this, because this is huge. And I know it's a lot of work and a lot of hands went into this. So thank you all very, very much, because this is a huge, huge improvement. And good luck moving forward. I know timelines are sometimes have to be flexible because things change as they go along. But thank you very much. This was a great report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
County-wide surveys for informational. And the last one is privacy incidents. Master staff review. Have none. We went through the orders of the last session. I passed out.
I couldn't hear anything. Are we done?
No, not yet. We're going into executive session. My
Oh.
I have my microphone off.
Okay.
Yes.
I think we're
Recording stopped.
at the beginning. Oh, not the memo, the PowerPoint. The PowerPoint.
Okay, we're ready to go.